I intend to climb it.
Would your friends like to join you?
I would like to join very close behind.
Aha.
Yes.
And be ready.
Oh yeah, that too. I take my bow.
That's right. The game master puts out a map and everybody goes into combat mode. I wonder.
No, I was thinking of catching Skava.
Okay.
Let me put it that way. We learned.
Okay. So, any interactions that you want to have as you do this? Anybody want to talk or?
No need.
Okay.
Not dealing with insects people here, are we?
Not sure. I don't really think it looks like them, but well, what do I know?
Well, that's a correct point. It certainly doesn't look like the physical, way that they live or deal with things that you have seen anyway. This kind of open air and obviously stone architecture, that doesn't really seem. You haven't seen that from them anyway at this point. So that is a valid, that's a sensible observation. So
good. Sorry. Continue.
Oh,
if you want to.
Okay. Well, I want to tell you that what I'm showing there is at the top, so it is a bit of a climb to get there. And although there are stairs, they are not obviously very convenient. And so it's pretty tiring. So
what about their size? The size of the steps.
That's a good point. They are extremely human-sized.
Interesting. Alko, do you have any idea how old this may be?
Good point. That's a cult lore roll for sure.
Oh, 91.
Oh, no. Okay, so at this point, you're not familiar. I think it's too interesting to analyze. So at the moment, there are too many possibilities. And I will also say, too, that this is a very unusual culture that you are encountering here. It's not your culture. And so,
I'd like to ask Mika, who has probably been in this area for a longer time than anybody else, sorry, got names wrong. Ikindu, if he's seen something like this before.
You have not.
My bad.
When you know that in the area that you had visited, you had not seen any mountain structures of this kind. However, the use of standing stones is something you have seen in your travels. Just perhaps not quite as impressive or as obvious as this one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think we missed a part of what you said. You kind of froze.
I did? Okay.
Yeah.
So I will repeat that that Ikindu has seen in his travels in the area that we have described in the northern waters, that people use standing stones as part of the culture. But you are not familiar with their rituals or with the meaning of these stones, and you have never seen one that is this, large and isolated and obviously prominently displayed like this. So there is some familiarity, but it is not really detailed knowledge.
Will I know if it has something to do with the skull?
That your role is not helping you in the slightest.
Okay.
Yes.
Could I try to use cult lore?
To use your cult lore? No, your cult lore is not involved here.
Okay.
But it is useful for some other aspect of the situation, though. So make your roll anyway. It's for a different topic. This would be the cult of the open way.
Okay. 57, and I have 55.
Oh, painful. Okay.
Hmm.
So, what I will tell you now is that you are coming upon some evidence of violence as you proceed up these stairs. And the evidence of violence is of insect people. They have been you will see at least one limb, like an arm or something, that has been cut off. You can see that there are areas where clearly somebody was fighting. There's a lot of disturbed ground, and you can see some objects, some weaponry. One of those slings. You can find some of the bullets that they use stuck into things. And you can see too that there are uh, as you proceed upward. I mean, tell me if you want to stop. I'm assuming that you're continuing to go upward.
Yeah, but when we see this, we probably want to explore
Right.
closer, take a
Okay.
closer look to find out how recent this may have been. The severe limb, is it of an insect
Yes, it is.
or yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And as far as recent is concerned, it is certainly within the last 24 hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So this is-
That's it.
that's worrying.
You're talking about sling bullets.
Yes.
Oh, you don't want to know.
I use a sling,
Right.
and I guess as ammunition, I usually use rocks.
Right. Or
These
are
Oh,
the
you-
best you have ever seen, and they are made of a substance
You
are
want to
not
pick
familiar
them
with.
up.
Of
You want to pick them
course.
up, believe
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
You want to
Yeah.
collect them. All you can find.
Right.
Okay, I'll collect them.
These are amazing. The right shape.
That's the way to put
They're
it.
strangely round. You have never seen anything fashioned in a perfect little golf ball like this before.
Oh.
You don't want to be on the receiving end.
Right. And so
Yeah.
you can probably, let's see how you do. I will roll a couple of dice. Through several different levels of traveling, so this isn't all in one spot. You will be able to collect 4 of them.
Ooh. Good. I'll write that down. 4 bullets.
Seeing how this place seemed to contain a battle within the last 24 hours, is there anyone still around?
At this
Yeah.
time, you cannot see any motion. You cannot hear any voices. As you look up at the levels that you are near the top, and you cannot see any evidence. I would like to bring you to the level which is just below the final level. So you are not standing in front of the big rock. You are one staircase down from there. I think you can see that there are 2 staircases at that point, right? So you are at that point. Does anyone want to describe their behavior? And if anybody really wants to go to the edge and bend over and look down, you just tell me.
I'm curious about the insect part. What part of the body was it?
One of the arms.
One of the arms.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it looks
also
as though it was torn off. Someone had ripped it away.
Oh.
I would actually like to. Actually, I would like to peek down, and I would like to kind of. I'm not sure. I would like to be on the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
but I want to make sure that nothing is following us right now.
That is
So
an
I'm
excellent point, and that would be a nice scan roll to make.
I'm even thinking of using Farsi.
That's a very good idea.
By the way, it says it's an instant, and I don't think we have used it that way so far.
We have been
It
using
seemed
it
to
more
last
of a
for a while.
Right. It seems to me very silly to have it just last for an instant. It seems to me something that would last for. I don't mind making it a temporal spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it, and I'm going to peek over the brim to see if I can see something.
Right. Well, you do not see anything going up after you. Nobody seems to be following. Make a scan check for me.
Oh, by the way, I want not only to check down, I want to check up too.
Well, in that case, you don't have to make a scan check.
Wait, why?
Because I was rolling to see if you had the sense to look up.
I'm a ranger, for God's sake.
And so that's why I was giving you the chance. So you have saved yourself that problem, and the what you can see up above is that although you do not see people moving around on that top level, there's no evidence of anybody standing there. You can see that just over the tip of the rock, floating just above it, there is a black glowing spot that is getting, if this can be applied to the color black, it is getting brighter and brighter.
I'm going to point that out to everybody.
Thank you.
Any suggestions aside from getting closer to the wall?
Turning back?
Hugging it with my back.
Hindu saying, the top, I've come this far. I don't really have to go all the way to the top.
I didn't say I'm not going, but I'm not going right now.
You said there was also a sling around that had been dropped in the battle.
I did. And if there wasn't, then there certainly is one here. That makes perfectly good sense.
That could be very useful.
Okay.
Is it better than my sling?
Your sling is a staff sling and is very, very good. This is a very different kind of sling. It has no handle. And in fact, you will find, although it seems hard for a sling to, we think of it as a very simple weapon, but it's not always actually that simple a weapon. This one, you can use it, but it is not made for a human hand.
Okay.
So, in other words, the place where you grasp it, you would have to probably wrap it around your hand in order to keep it there.
Yeah.
Which, so you can use it. It's just, kind of a fun thing that a human didn't make this. So yes, you can pick it up if you want. Zort can have it.
Yeah.
Would be a good backup.
Okay. So now as you continue to look at the top, the visual effect is accompanied. Now, Skava could see this in detail with her Farsi. The others really cannot very easily. But at this point, there is now a deep sound, which your characters don't have the technological reference, but it is the electrical hum that power lines can make. And so that noise has become, you're now able to hear it. So Skava, who can see what is happening up there, you clearly know that the sound is associated with that visual effect.
I think I risk an arrow on that thing. I'm just...
Whoa.
trying to figure out how much I want to.
Okay, wait. We shouldn't
No.
probably shoot
Two of your
everything
friends
that
have
is
comments.